Let's go!
People are asking like tier list, and I never do this shit. But for the sake of Street Fighter 6, I feel like nobody really has a tier list yet. Gotta understand, everybody's impression of this game is wildly all over the place. And there's some consistency with some of the high-level characters for sure. I don't know if I want to rate things on a tier list, but maybe we could try to just go over each character and where I struggle, at least to me personally, and what makes them good, you know, what at least makes them interesting. It won't be a tier list, but it'll be a rating of like challenge shit like that. So anyway, Luke, I think is still really good. I personally think Luke is probably one of the better characters in the game right now. Move my face down here. I feel like his combos having issue with his perfects and stuff like that. I've made him kind of like a liability at times, because I've seen even the best Luke still drop that shit. And I don't know how different the timing is from Street Fighter 5, but it's funny, you know? He still has good damage, and I still think he's one of the better characters in the game. I'm going to give him a 4-star, because I think he's still quite good. But as the game has evolved over these couple of weeks, I don't know. I don't know how much he's gonna, if he's gonna remain super good. At the start, I thought he was gonna be super good in this game. I think he's like an A tier still, not an S tier. Jamie is very presumably like a C tier character right now. However, I feel like he's underexplored, you know? I feel like this character is like a 2.5, maybe a 3, but I still feel like he's good. I don't feel like he's bad. I really don't. Fighting against him is still kind of challenging for me, especially when you get good ones. Him being reliant on drink is like, yeah, that should be changed, right? I feel like something should be changed. Like every round he goes down 2 drinks or something, then he can only go, you know, obviously can't go below 1. That would make sense to me. I think he's good. I still think he's like one of the more challenging characters in the game. Like if you want to lab shit, I think you have to play Jamie. If you want a really big lab character, I think that's Jamie. Manon is just the current Laura, right? So I think she's up there. I think she's up there. I don't think she's as up there as other characters. I think she's like S tier. But I don't think she's S+. I don't think she's at the top. She's like right below it. I think she's very good, but I think as time goes on, she's going to be a specialist character because she does essentially have to take risks, right? Maybe like a 4.5. At least fighting against her, she is very much rewarded by fundamentals. You have to play footsies with her, like really hardcore footsies, and then you have to have really good reads up close. That ass though, sorry. But obviously like, in terms of a tool set, she's definitely there. The friggin' level up thing she's got is ridiculously good. Kimberly, ridiculously good. I don't care what anybody says. People were saying that this character wasn't that good in the betas before, that she was like a knowledge check character, and I never believed it. She's got too much stuff. And even after the nerfing, she's still too good. She's still, it's easier to fight her for sure now that she doesn't have an invincible wake up, but I still think she's crazy difficult to fight against. Like, too many setups, too much tools, too many target combos, great normals. I feel like she's right up there with Manon, right? Right up there. The nice part is that it's evened out a little bit. We don't see her absolutely everywhere. Marissa, I think she's hella good. I know a lot of people are going to be downplaying this character lately and saying she's not great and she has weaknesses. Yeah, for sure. I think so too. However, she has some tools I think that makes her crazy good. I think she's like a 4. There is no other character in this game that snowballs as hard as Marissa. Even with all these mechanics, Marissa, dude, if you get touched, you could be fucking dead. And that's very powerful. In a game as volatile as Street Fighter 6 with so many things, I think she's hella good, man. I think she's obviously got weaknesses, but the damage means a lot. The damage will always be like, oh, I landed a standing medium punch or crouching medium punch, you're dead. But that stuff isn't easy, you know? And I think this move, you know, her block, it's a little underutilized. I feel like that move is very good and people aren't really utilizing it as much as we think. I think she's A tier. I think she's quite good. Lily. I still lose to her just because I need more like time, but the only reason I feel like I would put Lily lower is that she is like, maybe people haven't had time to cook with her enough, but I don't know if there's enough to cook with. Is that a fair assessment? I don't know if the wind buff and the stuff she gets from it has a big enough impact on the overall game where it's like, you know what she's gonna do, but is that game plan enough to be a super good character? I don't know. I feel like you're really going to be carried by like a good player, obviously, because a good player will do well in Street Fighter 6. Outside of some of the win buff stuff, I just don't know where the hell it's going to go, you know? So this one, I'm gonna give like a 2. I just don't know if there's enough tools that I've seen her do that is really going to evolve over time. And I feel like that she's probably going to be one of the few characters in this game that will just get buffs. I would not be surprised, you know? I think JP's God tier, period. Right? Even if he's getting figured out more, he's still good. Right? I think he's still good. I think he's one of the best characters in the game. I think he's S+. And it felt like for a little while, people were figuring this dude out, but all it took was the JP players to get better. And all of a sudden, it was like, oh no, he's still super fucking good. And ridiculous zoning and damage, pretty decent normals and shit. I think he's up there. He's like a 5-star, S+, and it feels like he's just getting better. Juri is going to be hella good. 4.5. 4.5 stars. Not the absolute top, but right below it. Her forward dash in this game is like almost uncheckable. They decided to give Juri a Street Fighter 5 dash. And that shit is disgusting. And some of the better like grounded normals, she's a fucking terror. Absolute terror. I feel like she rushes down better than Ken. And her throw range is ridiculous. So she's super good. One of these characters that takes advantage of close range mix-up, hella good. Good normals, hella good. It felt like DJ was good for a while, and now I think we know he's good. Now it's like, oh no, he's fucking crazy good. The more people are playing him and the more, especially the damage output we're seeing now, as well as his normals. Dude, this guy I think might have the best normals in the game. I don't know, but his normals seem fucking crazy. You can't like drive impact some of his stuff the way other characters can. I think, no shit, I'm gonna make an early call on this. I think this bitch is hella good in this game. I think he's like up there with the rest. I don't know. I think it's just gonna take more time to get stuff figured out, but I think he's just gonna get better. And it's not even the zip, right? Zip across the screen, whoop your ass. I think it's everything, dude. This character's so hard to fight, in my opinion. You really gotta like get a whiff DP or something like that. He scares me. I'm giving him like S+ tier, 5 out of 5. At least in my experience of fighting him, crazy good. Cammy, I think, is like a 4.5 stars. S rank. Very fucking good. But needs to be in the hands of somebody that is nutty at the ground game. If you're really good at whiff punishing, this character is for you. Because she's evolved. She's evolved since the first week we played. She was kind of hard to use and low damage and all this shit. That isn't the case anymore. She's still kind of hard to use, but she does not have low damage. She does not. She will run circles around you in the same way that Juri does up close with her normals and her walk speed. It's insane. I don't think she's all the way up there, though. Right? I feel like Kimberly might be a bit better, but it's like, to me, Kimberly and Cammy are very similar kind of characters, you know? They do very similar sort of things, except like the setups on Kimberly are better, but she has more damage, but Kim doesn't have the wake up, you know? I think Cammy's hella good. It didn't seem like she was hella good in week 1. In like week 2 to 3 now, I think she's crazy good. This character is funny, because it seems like Ryu has everything, and he kind of does. But weirdly enough, I have fought like one Ryu. I know shit in Diamond rank on the way to Master. One Ryu in the past, like 1 or 2 in the past maybe 50 games. I still think he's really good, but I haven't seen enough evolve from the demo to know how good he might be. I don't know. So I'm going to put him at like a 3 right now, maybe a 3.5. And I've used this criticism before. To me, Ryu feels like a worse version of Ken. It's Third Strike all over again, where Ryu has some nice gimmicks and cool stuff, but almost everything else Ken does is better. And what does Ryu get? More damage. It's literally Third Strike all over again. Same shit. So it's funny, right? It feels like this is the precision character. Ken is the, you know, up your ass character. In the future, I wouldn't be surprised if they buff him. I really wouldn't. But it's going to be a while, because I still think he's good. I still think you can absolutely win with him. I feel like a lot of people are going to have pocket Hondas in the future. But I don't feel like he's absolutely top. I don't. I feel like he's right below it. He's at 4.5. And S rank, not S+. He's with a few other characters that are hella good, and he is crazy good. But I think his degenerate shit can be dealt with. Some degenerate shit feels really degenerate, and you're just like, Jesus, what do I do? But it can be dealt with, I feel. But it's still degenerate as shit, and it's crazy good. You're not going to be able to get around it. You're going to miss every once in a while, and he's going to fuck you up. Blanka's at a 4. Blanka is hella good, bro. Like hella good. Probably better than Blanka has ever been since like CVS2 or some shit. This character is not bad. He has too many gimmicks, and in a game where you have to look out for so much shit, you're not going to be able to look out for every single thing he can do. There's just no way. You're not going to be able to block it all. He's like one of those high commitment characters, but crazy, like, can always throw you and toss you in a certain direction. I think he's like a 4. I think he's like an A tier character right now. He reminds me of kind of like, not the same playstyle, but the same way you're getting hit like El Fuerte. Well, El Fuerte will obviously smoke you in Street Fighter 4, but he's got to make some big guesses, you know? But if he makes those big guesses, you're fucked up. You're super fucked up. I think we're all still pretty confident that Guile is good as fuck. Is Guile S+ though, or is he 4.5? Has this changed? Let me think. You know what? I'm gonna just say something controversial. I think Guile is not S+. I think a little bit as people figure out this game, seems insanely god tier, right? Insanely god tier, but not all the way. Not like full send 5-star S+ shit. I think he's like right below it, 4.5 with some other characters. I think he's been considered to be the best character in the game ever since like Beta 1. I still think he's legit good, but I'm making a crazy assumption that he might not be the best. That's it. That's the only thing he's like at a 4.99999, right? My only call here is that he might not be the very best. Here's a hot take. I think Ken is one of the best characters in the game. Straight up. Straight up. I think he's 5. I think he's S+. I'm not downplaying my character. I think he's crazy fucking good. He's up there with the best in the game right now. Period. However, Ken's not a character where you can just scrub it out. You can try, right? Once again, I have to make the comparison, and I don't think this was intentional, but I have to make the comparison to Third Strike. Ken plays Street Fighter 6, bro. This character really plays SF6. Ken in Third Strike also really plays Third Strike. Like, he is one of the best characters to utilize the elements of that game. I feel like it all comes down to the player. And if you utilize a character like Ken in 3S or 6, in the right hands, he's fucking super good. Like, really, he has everything. He's just got everything. He doesn't have the best damage in the world. Still really good damage. But I still think he's crazy good. I don't think it's maybe a top 5 situation. I think Ken is top 3. I think he is arguable one of the best characters in the game. Straight up. I'm putting Chun at a 4. Right? I think she's insanely good, but I think she's a 4. I don't think she's a 4.5. I think she's an A rank right now, and she's really hard to fight. She's a really annoying character to fight, but I don't think she's, at least in the ranks that I've been playing, I don't think it's impossible, man. I don't think she's a 3. I couldn't give her like a C rank of some kind, no. I think she's like a B rank-ish. Still really good, but not the best, right? Obviously not the best. This is a tough one. So Zangief is like a 3. Here's the thing. Nobody is going to be able to jump in. Like a top tier character is a character that can kind of like carry you for a while, depending on the situations in the game. Just a lot of great output and shit. I think he's a 3. However, they gave Geef shit in this game that grapplers will love, right? Like the hard read grappler is probably the most rewarded by this Geef than ever. So he's super fucking scary. Like, he's ridiculous. I have problems against him with Ken. So I don't know. He seems extremely good at what he does in this game. He definitely has weaknesses, which is why I put him at a 3. I feel like in the hands of some players like Snake Eyes and, you know, Itabashi, this character looks like a 4 or 5. He really does. And then you play him and you get smoked. You're just like, shit, what do I do? He really is not like, you're just gonna start playing and whoop ass. No, this guy is a tough nut to crack. Feel like the same thing applies to, I feel like Sim is also a 3, but still, like, at high levels, he's probably gonna be a fucking nightmare. A nightmare on the same levels that JP is. So again, I think Sim is still good, but in the hands of some players, I don't know, man. It can look like this bitch is a 4 or a 5. He can look like he's insanely good, which is really going to come down to how much time do you want to put into him, you know? Very few characters in this game I think are actually bad. Lily, I just don't know yet. And it feels like there's the worst might be somewhere around here. Just because it's like, I don't know how, and the tools that she has is enough. She has the most simplistic game plan of any character in the game. And it isn't bad by any means. What I'm trying to say is that she feels like a Street Fighter 5 character. She feels like an SF5 character, and she's in a Street Fighter 6 world. So I would not be surprised if at some point Lily gets something. She might get some more sauce in the future. I really wouldn't be surprised. I can't wait to see how this game evolves. I really can't.